Hello everyone, my name is Andrey Maslov. Today I will talk about Rubik's Cube mosaics and especially about a new type. I call it corner dual-sided isomorphic or CDSI. Let's start with a simple example. About 20 years ago, the French artist Invader made this art piece from only 9 Rubik's cubes. This became one of the first Rubik's Cube mosaics. Today many people make this kind of art, including me. Most mosaics use only one side. I built this copy of Space Invader in about 5 minutes. So even a mosaic with hundreds of cubes is not difficult. For example, I made this portrait of Maradona from 600 cubes in about 2 hours. Actually, you do not need to know how to solve the Rubik's Cube. You only solve one face. Almost anyone can do it. So, the Rubik's Cube is on the material. But what about 2 images on 2 sides? Look at this mosaic. The front looks good. Now I turn it around. The back is just random colors. Can we create a different image here? What do you think? The Rubik's Cube has strict rules. Red center is always opposite orange, blue is always opposite green, and white is always opposite yellow. Also, corners and edges cannot move freely, so we cannot build every possible pattern we want, but we can do mirror, dual-sided, inverse, or MDSI. That is the example of such mosaic. Look at this Space Invader. If we flip around, we have an image on the back side as well. So, and another example is this made out of 100 Rubik's Cube. We have an image, and if we get to the other side, there is also a different image. That is the bigger one of the examples. So I presented MDSI method at Bridges last year. This year I go further with 2 images on 2 neighboring sides. Neighboring faces are much harder. Why? Because they share pieces, 1 edge and 2 corners. These pieces belong to both faces. My first experiments were in 2020. I made this Beatles portrait. I did everything by hand, no system, no anything, but last year I returned to this idea. I wanted to find an approach for corner dual-sided mosaics. So that is an example of CDSI pattern. We have like this shape of a number 4, and here as well I defined 4 rules. Rule 1, the neighboring faces. Rule 2, no more than 2 colors on each face. Rule 3, the shape is the same on both faces. And rule 4, the colors are opposite pairs, blue and green, red and orange, yellow and white. The key idea is very simple. Create any pattern, the second pattern appears automatically. Now let's count how many CDSI patterns exist. As you can see on the screen, there are 24 color schemes. What about pattern shapes? The center never moves. So we have 8 movable stickers. Each sticker has 2 choices. That gives 256 patterns. The center can also have 2 colors. So we have 512 shapes. The total number of reachable CDSI patterns is 12,288. Finding patterns was only the first step. I also needed algorithm. First, I solved every pattern by hand, like this. So we get our CDSI pattern. Some patterns are simple like this one, some rather hard to solve, and it takes some time to build it, and you need to have specific cubing skills to do it intuitively. So solving a pattern, I got the whole cube state, I put this state into Cube Explorer, specific program solver that developed by Herbert Kociemba. Cube Explorer generated optimal or suboptimal solution. The results is a database of 256 algorithms, covered all possible CDSI shapes, patterns. Every algorithm needs 14 moves or fewer. Start with the solved cube, apply the algorithm, the pattern appears. The example is on the screen. Now anyone can build corner mosaics. Choose a binary image, split it into 3x3 blocks, choose one of the 24 color schemes, apply the algorithm. That's all. The mathematics is already done. You only need creativity. That is example of CDSI mosaic. If we look at the front side, we can't see anything. If we move to the left, there is our Space Invader, and if we move the other direction, there is him, but with different colors. Same on the screen, and also we have this works not only for small mosaics, you can build much larger ones. The size is limited only by your creativity and the number of cubes you have. Behind me there is a portrait of Marilyn Monroe made from 100 cubes. So then I realized there is also a computer science problem. You can see only 2 faces on CDSI pattern. The other 4 faces are hidden, but they are not random. They must satisfy the cube rules. Now I use CDSI as a test problem for reinforcement learning. Can an AI predict the hidden faces from only 2 visible faces? There are research questions I'm working on in my lab at the Faculty of Computer Science. I started with Rubik's Cube Art. Now CDSI is also a tool for machine learning research. In the future, I want to study 3-color corner patterns or maybe 3-phase mosaics. I hope to present them at the next Bridges conference. Thank you for your attention.